The Ibanez Platinum Collection represents an exciting new step forward in the design and tone of Ibanez acoustic guitars. They embody an entirely new level of quality and craftsmanship unlike any acoustics we've ever produced before. Each instrument can only be achieved through the use of top-quality materials, meticulous planning, and precision handwork combined with the best modern construction techniques. This video will explore in depth the painstaking process that goes into crafting every one of these distinctive and extraordinary instruments. For every Platinum Series guitar, Ibanez places the highest degree of scrutiny on the materials used. Not only are the woods sourced from the very best suppliers, they are also put through a special drying process in order to remove any residual moisture and maximize the wood's natural acoustic properties. The correct implementation of this process is especially important for the guitar's top, where the majority of an acoustic guitar's tone is generated. After the curing process is complete, the wood is now fully stable and ready to be fashioned into the top of the guitar. The execution of this process involves striking the perfect balance between mechanized precision and human artistry. The top itself is extremely thin, just 3 millimeters thick, so a laser cutter is used to avoid any chance of chipping or deformation. Afterward, the bracing is then hand-installed by a skilled artisan through a meticulous process of measuring, mounting, and then hand-carving the proprietary XM bracing. The next step in the process is the construction of the back and sides. Crafting the back involves a significant amount of hand carving after the rear bracing is attached. From there, the sides of the guitar are fashioned from 2 separate 2 millimeter thick strips of wood and are slowly worked into the correct shape using a precise heating and bending procedure. In order to keep the shape and sizing exact, the craftsman checks the side pieces against a pre-cut template. This process continues until the desired shape is achieved. The Platinum Series neck profile encompasses a series of complex curved surfaces, so a computer-operated CNC machine is employed to efficiently carve this intricate shape with precision and accuracy. After the carving is complete, the neck comes off of the machine and is carefully inspected to ensure all of the dimensions are correct, so that only qualified necks make it to final assembly. In processes requiring extreme precision, Like the cutting of the bridge, very fine tools measuring just a millimeter or less in diameter are used to complete the process. The next step is final assembly of the body. This begins with the installation of the interior lining. Deep cuts are carved into this lining to allow for full and rich vibration of the wood, which helps to maximize the tone and timbre of the instrument. Absolutely no effort is spared during the process, in order to ensure this lining is affixed fully and evenly. The interior construction is critical to the tone, volume, and sustain of the guitar, so careful handwork is required through these steps. After the body is fully assembled, both the neck and body are sent to the spray booth, where a high-quality polyurethane finish is hand-sprayed onto the individual components. Applying the finish in this manner helps highlight the natural beauty and wood grain of the soon-to-be completed instrument. This step is critically important to not only the final appearance of the guitar, but also the sound it will produce. So it must be completed by a seasoned, experienced painter. After the finish has been applied, the final assembly begins. First, the frets are hammered into place, where the slots were initially cut by the CNC machine. Once the frets are properly seated, they are then leveled and dressed by hand. From here, the machine heads, nut, and saddle are all installed. Since no two guitars are exactly the same, each nut and saddle must be custom fit to their specific guitar in order to achieve the best playing instrument possible. Upon completion, each finished guitar is sent through a strict and rigorous inspection process. And only those who meet every requirement ultimately go on to become part of the Ibanez Platinum Collection. With this project, we sought to create a line of instruments imbued with rarefied, old-world qualities. They feature the highest quality tone woods and are crafted with uncompromising attention to detail. The Platinum Collection, a perfect balance of technology and craftsmanship.